Well, looks like we're gonna get soggy boots again. Seems to be kind of normal for when I go out doing stuff. The water's cold. I ran across a really interesting interview and account of well, it wasn't a Bigfoot encounter. It was a Dogman encounter. It started when this guy was 15 years old. He was out on his family's property, and he and his friends, they built a tree house or a platform 8 to 10 feet and set up in the air. He said it didn't have any walls, but it had a trap door in the middle, and that's how they climbed up into it. And they were out in this area, not yet up in the treehouse, and it got dark, and they were all sitting around by the fire. And this guy's dog started going bonkers. The dog was looking out, a certain direction toward a road that had a long stone wall. I don't know how high the stone wall was, pretty short, I think. The guy who's giving the account, was his dog. And he said that he saw a pair of eyes. And he said he was sitting on his butt at the time, out by the fire or on a log or something. And he said this pair of eyes he saw, glowing eyes, was about the same height as him, sitting down, about his eye level. He told the guy he was looking past one of his friends, and he told his friend, I think we should get up in the treehouse now. As they were going to sleep, the guy in the middle of the fort started moving around, wiggling around weirdly. The guy said something was trying to push up on the trap door, getting into the fort. So the guy giving the account said he went ahead and quickly pulled out his spotlight he had hooked up to an old motorcycle battery, and he started shining it down around. Not too long later, he shined it down on this creature that was walking away from them. This creature put its hand on a tree and kind of turned and looked back at them. But he described the creature as having raccoon hands. It smiled or sneered at them. Now that would be really creepy. He said it was about 5 feet tall, and throughout multiple years he had several encounters seeing this creature. Now it was his family's land, or land that his family had been hunting on and exploring for several generations. And one time he saw the creature, and it was in a snowstorm, and he decided to find out where this creature lived. So he went down where he thought it lived. Now in the snowstorm, he then saw the creature crawl out of this hollow area, and as it did so, he started backing up. And I think he was always armed when this stuff was going on, but he didn't take a shot at it. As far as I remember, he had a shotgun or something on him. And he started backing up, and apparently this creature started following him. I think I have this right. He turned back and yelled at it. He said, "I'm gonna have to put you down." It's a bold thing to say as one guy out there alone yelling at some Dogman type looking creature. Then later on, he ran into the creature again when he was out with one of his friends. He had a .308 bolt action rifle on him, and he had a Norinco, I think the caliber was 7.62 by 25 pistol. He said he was walking with his friend near this area that the creature he had seen before out in this part of the land, and the creature started charging at him on all fours. He said it was moving at a really, really high rate, and it freaked him out. He said he could see the creature. I think he was looking beyond his friend who was standing in front of him. He pulled out that .308 rifle. He just swung it up. Of course, it's bolt action. You only have one shot before you have to cycle the bolt. He swung that rifle up, he said, and he popped off a round. And then he pulled up that Norinco pistol he had and fired 2 more rounds. I believe I have all this correct, but again, you can listen to the story yourself below. The creature kind of flopped over and skidded up to close to where he was. And he said his buddy was just freaking out this whole time. Now, the creature died. I mean, he got it. He got this thing. My question is, a lot of these encounters that I've heard seem to be by very well-spoken, seemingly credible, intelligent people. Are they real? I think they are. I think it's about time to head back to my touring van. I'm prepared for rain, but I'd prefer not to get totally soaked. My feet are already wet.